gentlemen. One added bonus tonight is that Thomas, in addition to give us a humorous workshop, he also agrees to give us a prepared speech about China life. His speech will last for 5 to 7 minutes. Bilal will be evaluating with his speech. Welcome, Thomas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm always excited. Thank you so much for inviting. I'm really, really happy to be here today. Okay, if the time started, I will start. So, you know, I was just this simple French guy in France, eating cheese every day, drinking wine every day, until the day I moved far away to China. And you know, I want to share some experience of China, a lot of things. And you know what? Actually, I want to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, one question. Not related to China, but one question. Have you ever feel when you really like someone, you try to pretend to be someone you are not? You know, you want to impress, because you are really like, wow, I like this person. It happens to me one time, when I met a girl. She was in the train, from Guangzhou to Shenzhen. She was not beautiful. She was beautiful. So beautiful that no matter what she walked, my eyes will keep looking at her like this. Really, really beautiful. And then she was sitting there. But every time I tried to look at her, she was, doing something with her hair. So I could not see her face. And every time she was doing this, I'm like, wow. I tried to look at her. I affirmed my courage, my man's courage, as you know, right? To see a beautiful girl. I went and asked her name. Her name was Ming Ming. Ming Ming. And her friend, Wei Wei. And you know what? I was thinking maybe the tradition in China is to say your name twice. Ming Ming, Wei Wei. So I went to her and said, hi Ming Ming, nice to meet you. My name is Thomas. Because I didn't know. And then, a few days later, this Ming Ming, so beautiful, I tried to invite her for a dinner. But you know, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know which kind of message to say. Have you ever felt like this? When you really like someone, you send a message, but you never get a reply. I was looking at my phone every minute. I was becoming crazy. One day I was tired. I put my phone in. I was like, okay, I don't look at my phone anymore. But it's ringing. I got a message. Oh my god, so excited. 10086. Oh my god, China Mobile. So annoying. You are so disappointed. Oh my god. And at this time, my best friend in China told me, no, Thomas, you should use WeChat. It's much better than a message. I said, what's WeChat? It's a wonderful Chinese application. You can see all our WeChat moments. And then he showed me the application on WeChat. I add Ming Ming on Weixin. But then, I look at the moments. Only pictures of food. I could not see any picture of her. But at least I was talking with her more efficiently. And then she accepted my dinner. Yeah! We set up a meeting at 8. But I arrived at 7. The only time in my life I was on time. I arrived here at 7. I was waiting for 1 hour. I didn't know what to do. I was thinking maybe do the French one. Take a cigarette and smoke. But because I'm in China, I was thinking to adapt to the Chinese way. What's the Chinese way? Also take cigarette. Smoke. That's right. And I was sitting here like this for 1 hour. And actually, it's comfortable. Yeah, and then the girl, she came and she said, what are you doing? What the hell? Later on, at the dinner, we sit in front of each other. She looked at me, I looked at her. I didn't know what to say. I said nothing. And then at the dinner, I tried to impress her, because I really like her. Every time she asked me, what time is it? I look at my watch and say, look, it's 9 o'clock. I tried to show my boss. Every time she tried to light the cigarettes, I like to do the Chinese way, very quickly. I was really crazy about this girl. And then I asked her one of the most important questions. I said, Ming Ming, do you have a boyfriend? Do you know what she said? Do you know what she said? It's complicated. Oh my god, when a girl says it's complicated, it means it's really complicated. Forget it. And then finally she told me she had an ex-boyfriend from the UK. So I was thinking, maybe she liked UK guys. So I tried to imitate the UK accent. I say, Remy, do you like a cup of tea? You are very lovely. But it didn't work because I was not myself. I was not feeling natural. And then, after this dinner, I think she was not interested. I was a little bit depressed. And I talked to my best friend, the Chinese guy. He told me, so how was your dinner? I said, I think she's not interested. And then he said to me, no, you need to adapt to what she needs. You need to show the care. And then, every morning, I did the Chinese way. I said, Ming Ming, how are you today? Today is a little cold. Don't forget to wear clothes. and then at lunchtime, I said, Ming Ming, you know, now it's almost 12. Don't forget to eat food. And then she was becoming a little bit more receptive to me. Yeah, it worked. And then, after a few weeks, we get more close together. And I tried to invite her for a weekend in Hong Kong. Why not? Yeah, Hong Kong is perfect for shopping, right? Of course it is. But some problem I faced. Every time I go to the Shenzhen station, the local station, you know, right? I don't understand one thing. Every time I go there, all the Chinese taxis, they look at me and say, hey, 老外，去广州，去广州。 Why? Is it written I want to go to Guangzhou? I don't understand. 老外100块100块 I really don't understand. I don't want to go to Guangzhou. I want to go to Hong Kong. I'm really confused. So finally, I escaped all this taxi and I arrived to Hong Kong. But the first time I was in Hong Kong, I was also a little lost because so many directions. So I asked some people, I said, oh, excuse me, I want to go to Central. And the person looked at me, oh, Central. You need to take the MTR. I said, what's the MTR? Oh, MTR, you need the octopus. I said, what do you mean octopus? I don't want seafood, you know? I was so confused. You know, you need the octopus. You can go to Central. Finally, I understood the octopus. It's a car. But the whole way I was thinking why they call it the octopus. It was something about seafood I couldn't understand. Finally, we arrived to Central. And we went to a very nice restaurant. At the dinner, Ming Ming. She asked me. No, I actually asked her. I look at the menu. I say, what do you want? What did she say? Never ask a girl what does she want. Because she will say, everything is okay. But in fact, it's not true. But then, she ordered a fish, beautiful fish. And we waited for 1 hour. It was really, really long. I was so hungry. After 1 hour, the fish arrived. And I started eating really quickly. She said, no! I said, what's wrong? Why do you don't take pictures of the fish? I learned something, ladies and gentlemen. No matter where you are in Asia, never eat before taking pictures. So to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, no matter wherever you go, you travel, you will have a lot of wonderful experience. Never forget that humor will make your journey fantastic because it will be the best way to share with the other people. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.